Lindsay Lohan may not have caused global warming, but if you ask the internet, they'll say she definitely raised the temperature with one unforgettable scene. It sounds like a joke, and it is, but behind that joke is a moment in pop culture. So powerful, people are still talking about it 2 decades later. Lindsay wasn't just a rising star in the early 2000s, she was the moment. Her role in Mean Girls turned her into a legend, and one scene in particular turned up the heat so much that fans jokingly blamed it for the planet getting warmer. It's wild to think about how a single performance could have that kind of lasting effect, but when Lindsay Lohan stepped on that stage for the Jingle Bell Rock scene, she became more than just an actress. She became an icon. Back in 2004, Mean Girls hit theaters and instantly became a classic. At the center of it all was Lindsay, playing Cady Heron, a sweet and awkward teenager who moves from Africa and gets thrown into the chaotic world of American high school. Lindsay had already made a name for herself in movies like The Parent, Trap, and Freaky. Friday, but Mean Girls changed everything. She brought charm, innocence, and just the right amount of sass to a role that could have easily been forgettable. Instead, she made Cady Heron feel real. From her first day in school to her transformation into one of the plastics, Lindsay's performance gave the film heart. She didn't just act the part, she owned it. But the real heat started during the school talent show. That one scene where Cady and the girls performed Jingle Bell Rock became one of the most talked about moments in teen movie history. Lindsay, along with Rachel McAdams, Amanda Seyfried, and Lacey Chabert, wore red mini dresses and black boots while dancing too. The holiday classic. It was cheeky, bold, and incredibly memorable. The audience couldn't look away, and neither could anyone watching at home. Lindsay stood out, not just because she looked stunning, but because she lit up the stage with her confidence and charisma. That performance was cute, awkward, and hilarious all at once, and somehow, it became so iconic that years later, people are still making jokes about it. According to the internet, the scene was so hot it melted the ice caps. Obviously not true, but the fact that fans still bring it up like that says everything about how legendary it was. The meme about Lindsay causing global warming is pure internet humor, but it shows just how powerful pop culture can be. One moment in a movie, a high school talent show performance, left such a strong impression that it became part of online history. People don't forget that kind of thing. It's not just about what she wore or how she danced. It's about how she made people feel. Lindsay had a special way of grabbing attention without even trying too hard. Her screen presence was effortless, and that scene captured the exact kind of fun, confidence, and chaos that made Mean Girls unforgettable. Her influence didn't stop there. For a few years in the early 2000s, Lindsay Lohan was Hollywood's favorite it girl. Her red hair, casual street style, and edgy glam looks were everywhere. Magazines followed her every move. Fans copied her outfits and hairstyles. She became the face of a generation that was obsessed with celebrity culture, and yet, she still felt relatable. She wasn't some faraway superstar. She felt like the cool older sister everyone wanted to be. People loved her not just because she was beautiful and talented, but because she felt real. She laughed, she made mistakes, she had fun, and people saw themselves in her. Of course, fame came with a price. The pressure of being in the spotlight 24/7 took a toll. Lindsay's personal life became a media circus, and her every move was turned into a headline. But even when things got tough, she never completely lost her shine. She kept acting, showing different sides of herself in movies like Herbie, Fully Loaded, and Georgia Rule. She proved she could be more than just the teenage girl from Mean Girls. She had range, and when given the right role, she could truly deliver. Over the years, Lindsay stepped away from the chaos of Hollywood, but she never really disappeared. Fans kept her legacy alive through throwback posts, nostalgic edits, and, of course, memes about that one unforgettable performance. New generations discovered Mean Girls and fell in love with it just like the first audience did. Lindsay's role became timeless. That Jingle Bell Rock scene still shows up every holiday season, and every year someone somewhere jokes that it's the reason we need air conditioning in December. The truth is, Lindsay Lohan didn't change the weather, but she did change pop culture. She gave us a moment that was bold, funny, and unforgettable. She reminded people that a great scene doesn't need explosions or special effects, just talent, timing, and a little bit of sparkle. Her legacy isn't just tied to her roles or her red carpet appearances. It's in the way she made people feel excited, inspired, entertained. That's something not every star can do. And whether she's on screen or off, she's still someone people remember, talk about, and love. So, no, Lindsay Lohan didn't cause global warming, but if turning up the heat means stealing the show and making history with one unforgettable performance, then maybe she did just that. If this brought back memories or gave you a new appreciation for one of Hollywood's brightest stars, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments, hit that subscribe button for more stories, and tap the like to show some love. Thanks for spending time with us.